Alright, well, in this video, this is after I played the game, so I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna be talking to you guys as I'm playing. This was a very good game. I evaded multiple targets simultaneously and also killed other planes while evading those targets. I'm speeding it up here because there's no need to see how we fly there to the destination. I'm gonna make this quick and painless. Basically, what I did uh, is I flew towards sort of to the middle, and then I flew east. That way I could target any aircraft that would take off in this direction and would most likely be flying in this direction. That's the reason I did that for. You're gonna see that here. You can notice if you look at my mouse, there was a target right there. And I am looking, currently in the game, I was looking at this guy. And I'm gonna try and get him. I noticed that there's two guys right here with my mouse taking off. I saw those two guys also, but I decided to go for the bomber because I want to defend the base. So I did that. I went for the bomber. I did try to fire a missile at it, and that didn't go exactly as planned. Oh, that's weird. You guys can hear the warning in the recording. I should have known better than to fire the missile at that angle, so that was completely my fault. I totally missed that strike on him. And I did end up killing him, but it took me a couple of shots. There you go, that's when I got him, and there's nothing he could do then. That's not important. We want to see the fighters and that sort of thing. So as soon as I killed him, I'm looking behind me, constantly checking for super sabers. And when I fly, I do not fly in a straight line. I fly in a zigzagging pattern. Sometimes I fly straight when I'm sure that there's nobody behind me. Notice that? Did you see that? There was a missile that guy fired. That guy, the one that just got shot down by the MiG-19. He fired a missile. And thanks for the fact that I was going in zigzag, or in a circle, in a wide circle, he couldn't actually hit me with it. Speed this up a little bit. Alright, so now I know that that guy in front of me is a super saber. And I'm trying to tail him down from a distance. I know that there's nobody behind me, I checked. I will be using a missile on this guy. Here's something I want you guys to notice. He's flying in a straight line. This is exactly why you can't do that in simulator. Luckily, that missile is actually not going to hit him. The missile did not hit him, but that was my fault because I could have easily killed him with that missile. The only thing I had to do is wait for me to get into a better position behind him, and he would have been dead. Like right now, he would have been so dead with that missile if I would have waited. By the way, notice how he has his missiles on the bottom of his plane. That's another F-100 flying right there. I did see him. Notice how I turned back for him because I didn't want to stick to the guy too long. Besides, he was getting too close to the base. So I decided to go for the other F-100. Which we will see shortly. Now, I did lose sight of him. So that was my fault. When I was in the game, I lost sight of him. I couldn't tell where he went, so I didn't bother much about him. Now I did notice that there was somebody behind me tailing that Yak 9. I got a glimpse of him before I went this way. Notice how I'm going in circles. I'm not staying in a straight line. There he is. He's actually gonna try and go for me, and I want you to notice something. He's gonna try and shoot missiles at me, and I'm gonna make sure that as I'm flying, I'm keeping an eye on him. That's an F-100 Super Saber. He's gonna fire that missile very promptly here. Let's speed us up a little bit. Alright, right about now. I know that he's there. I'm looking at him. That's why I'm going in zigzag pattern. Notice how I'm staying in front of him, but I'm not flying straight. I'm flying banked and in zigzag so that I can see if he fires the missile or not. And he did the same mistake I made. He is attempting to fire the missile, or he attempted at one point to fire the missile from a very bad angle. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna slow this down a little bit, and you guys can see the missile right there. Yep, there it is. He's coming right for me. That missile is not going to hit me because I'm turning, and this is the best way to stay safe from those guys. And you guys heard that, and he missed. Let's see what he does. He overshoots. I'm pulling a high G maneuver. I'm not gonna try and turn up to him because I know that there's other planes in the area. So I waited for him to drop and I went after him. If I see that he's gonna make me lose energy, I'm not gonna keep turning with him. See how everything looks in the cockpit. I know that. Notice my speed up here. This is in knots. I know a lot of you guys use kilometers per hour, but this is very fast. This is almost my top speed at ground level. It's not the top speed, but it's getting close. Notice how I never drop my speed. As long as I'm increasing my speed, I'm gonna stay behind him, and I know that there's a friendly behind me, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. And when you're doing that type of maneuver, you have to be extremely careful not to rip. The MiG-19 can rip somewhat easily, so you have to be careful with that. I would dump some of my energy here because I saw a chance to get him and I fucked that up. I could have easily killed him right there on that scissors had I fired slightly earlier than I did. But here's the moment of truth. I cannot remember if I actually killed him or not. There he is. I got that one. You can see that right here. MiG-19P damaged the F-100, so I let him go. There was nothing he wasn't going to do anything else. He has damages on the elevator. He was either going to crash or be killed by someone else. I didn't want to stick to him too long because I know that, yeah, that guy. Did you see that? Ah, damn it, I sped it up. He actually, there he goes, another missile. He's firing another one. You guys can see that right there. That's why I didn't stick to him. I knew that there was another guy behind me. So, instead, I went defensive. And notice, I want you to see this. I didn't, not for 1 second, flew in a straight line. Because I knew it's a Javelin. He has 4 missiles. He could be out by now. Or he could have more. Notice how I'm constantly looking back at him. I'm making a mental map over his, and I am looking back periodically. And we can see that he's right there, and he fired another one. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he did fire another one. If you guys roll the video back like 10 seconds, you guys will see that. He's right there. I see that he's getting attacked by that other guy. And again, in simulator, I see this. I don't actually see name tags in simulator. Oh, sorry about that. I don't actually see name tags in simulators, so I didn't know that that was a friendly, but once I saw that he was shooting at him, I knew that I was a bit safer than before. Now, at this point, I noticed that there's something else engaging me. An F-100. Fortunately for me. In fact... Oh wow, By the way, if we look back in here where my mouse is pointing, yeah, that guy team killed the guy that I damaged. Isn't that funny? I damaged him, then one of these guys came in and killed him for me. Lovely. I was actually very mad about that. That was a javelin. He pulled up. I believe, or not the javelin, I'm sorry. Oh, actually, yeah, that was a javelin, if I remember correctly. I did land this time. I don't know what the hype, or not the hype, but the big deal with landing is. Landing this plane is so incredibly easy. Look at that. That was like a feather. Let's speed this up because nobody wants to see how I'm on the ground. Alright, we're gonna take off. Gonna get right back into action. At one point in the video, you guys are gonna see how I'm getting engaged by both the Javelin and the F-100 Super Saver. They're both launching missiles at me. It's very easy to get rid of them. You'll see how. The Javelin is fast, but he's not that fast, so I can outrun him. But the Super Saver, I cannot outrun him. And I know that I can't go on a straight line. If I go on a straight line, I'm gonna get hit by a missile. So I need to keep doing zigzagging patterns. So the F-100 was gonna catch up to me pretty soon. Let's see how I handled that situation. That was the F-100. My first reaction here is to put one of these guys on him. Let's see how that goes. Is it gonna hit him? Oh boy, oh boy. And boom. He did not turn tight enough. And just like that, I moved on to the next target. You can see the kill feed right here. So let's push this forward a little bit. At this point, I believe this is when... let's keep going a little forward. You guys go in the comment section and you let me know if you guys like the way I made this video or not. Let me know if you guys prefer that I upload them by showing you guys how I played the game, or by showing you guys the game as I'm playing the game. So that'd be nice. At this point, I actually almost got killed because I heard that missile. You guys heard it too. I'm pretty sure you guys heard that too. Somebody launched a missile at me. Thanks to the fact that I'm not flying on a straight line, the missile could not kill me. This is the advantage of flying in zigzag. And there he is. He's right over there. So let's see how we handled this situation. He overshot me. And he foolishly fired another missile at me, which did not go well. It's that guy, and then it's this guy right here. So that's the Javelin. That's the Javelin. This is the situation I was talking to you about. And we can see that he has 4 missiles ready to launch right there, or 2. At least, he has at least 2 missiles. So I'm right here, and it's those 2 guys. It's the F-100, which is right there. And then it's that Javelin, which just launched a missile at me. We can see it incoming right over there. I'm slowing down the camera. And watch how I'm maneuvering. I'm turning slowly, but at the same time, I'm keeping it tight enough so that the missile can't chase me. At this point, the F-100 starts shooting me from like 1,000 miles away. I don't know why he did that. That's not close enough. I know that he's not going to turn at this speed. He's not going to turn as tight to hit me. So I'm doing zigzagging pattern. The F-100 is a good plane and he has amazing roll rate. But he will rip. He will rip if you overstress his wings. And I'm rolling and I'm pulling my maneuvers. I'm dropping down to gain more energy. The more energy you have as you're dropping, the least they can turn. right? And we can see the F-100 right over there on the edge of the screen at the bottom, right here, right down here. And the Javelin, he actually just passed me. I went over the cloud for a little bit. And yes, I am in my base. As I was flying in zigzag, I was traveling and getting closer to the base. We can see the two planes right over there. I'm still maneuvering. I know they won't be able to keep up, especially with the anti-air fire. And I think that's a third guy over there, actually. I had 3 planes on me. He fired a missile. I don't know why he did that. That was never going to hit me. My only fear right now was not the F-100. It was a Javelin, because the Javelin can turn pretty tight. I haven't flown it, so I don't know how tight he can turn. But watch what happens here. Actually, not yet. You guys will see something pretty funny soon here. They're still trying to take me out, and I'm still turning and dipping. Notice how I'm always turning in a diagonal pattern, whether it's a slight diagonal pattern or a light diagonal pattern. Now remember that. Remember where the Javelin is. He's behind me, and I'm still running. Now watch what happens here. Alright, watch what happens here. I noticed that the F-100 was running away. There he is. He's right there. What do you think I did? See that missile right there? As I'm turning and evading. That Javelin behind me, which is right there, I know that he's still turning. I know that the Javelin, I was keeping a mental map of the situation. I knew that the Javelin was turning to get to me. I noticed that the F-100 was flying away, so what did I do? I quickly readied my missile, and I just let that thing go at him. Will the missile hit or not? It's a possibility it will fail. I actually don't remember. As soon as I fired the missile, I kept evading because I know that Javelin is still behind me. So I just let the missile go. We can see it traveling right over there. You can see it right there where my mouse is, right over there. You see how straight he's flying? What are you guys doing flying that straight? Impact immediately. That was an immediate impact. As soon as that happened, I continued to evade the Javelin. And at this point, he sort of did lose me. We can still see him right there though. So we got rid of the F-100, and now we're about to get rid of that Javelin. I actually can't remember if we actually got to kill the Javelin or not. So we're gonna get to see that right now. Pretty sure we did kill it. What is he doing? Oh, yep, there he goes. Dead. Kill feed. Javelin. I damaged him just enough so that he wouldn't be able to do anything. And just like that, we got rid of 2 planes that were tailing us. One of them was careless and flew away without a care in the world. He was not expecting that missile behind him. So that was really cool, and I'm glad I got that on the video here. And that was it. That was pretty much what the video is. I got 4 kills that game. And after that, we just went back to land. So what did you learn from this? Basically, just don't fly straight at this BR. Just don't do it. It's not about altitude anymore, guys. It's not. Now, it's all about how you move, how you think, and how you manage the situation around you. How aware you are. and how careless you are also. If you're careless, you're not gonna last. You're never gonna get good in simulator if you don't pay attention. If you don't have discipline with your trigger. So yeah, with that said, keep it in mind. Always turn, don't fly straight, and you're going to succeed. From now on, it's all going to be supersonic, and all the planes are going to have air-to-air missiles, and if you fly straight, anything will kill you. At least from this VR on. From 10.0 forward, that's how it's going to be. And with that said, we have reached the end of this video. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and have a good one.